Welcome. What you're seeing on the screen is the AAPS guide that I built entirely based on the documentation. So again, you can follow documentation, you can follow the guide, you can follow this particular session where we build, where we will be following the guide. They all say the exact same thing, they just say it in slightly different ways. Feel free at any point to stop me and say, wait a minute, I'm not where you are, or I have a question. If you let me get 3 steps ahead of you, I can't necessarily reverse. So we'll have to like figure it out via conversation. And it's much easier if you just say, hold on, and take your minute to catch up than if I get ahead of you and we have to back up. So the very first thing is to make sure that you have let's go to the prerequisites here, that you have the Play Store on your Android cell phone. I promise you everyone has a Play Store. Please find your Play Store icon. It looks kind of like this arrow. And then in the Play Store, open the Play Store on your cell phone and search for the File Manager Plus app, which is going to look like this when you find it. There will be a couple other things that pop up on top of it when you search. So search for File Manager Plus on the Play Store. And when you see it, instead of an open button, it's going to have an install button. Select the install button, and that way it'll be on your phone.
Okay, I don't see, is it a plus sign or PLUS?
You're going to want to type in the word PLUS. When it comes up, it's just going to say File Manager, but it's going to have a subtitle of File Manager PLUS. And it'll have this icon with the folder and the F on top of it. And if need be, I will find it in my Play Store.
Okay,
All right, we
install.
found it. It is
Click
being
that.
installed. Wonderful. So we're going to come back and use this in a few minutes, but without it on your phone, you can't do anything. So we started by installing it. You also need to know how to access Google Drive on your phone. Google Drive comes on every Android phone. You should have it, but it should be this sort of triangle icon. I know all the Google icons look the same since they updated them, but there should be a Google Drive icon. If you can't find it on your phone, go back to the Play Store and type in Google Drive and just hit open, and it'll open your Google Drive. That is where we're going to end up saving our file when we build it. So right now we're going to build the APK. We're going to connect our GitHub to our Google Drive, and GitHub's going to automatically save it in your Google Drive. Is there anyone who has not found File Manager Plus and Google Drive? Excellent. We have what we need. Next, we have to get into GitHub. So go to github.com on your browser, preferably on your phone browser, because again, if you do this all on your phone, you're going to have an easier time. I know it's complicated, but trust me, it's less complicated to do it all on your phone. So we're going to github.com, and if you already have an account, then you're going to sign in. If you don't already have an account, then you're going to click on sign up for GitHub, and you're going to sign up for GitHub because you cannot build a browser build without GitHub. It is a GitHub browser build.
I signed in last night, and so it just opened right now to my dashboard.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Is there anyone who is not at this point in a GitHub dashboard that actually probably looks like this one now? It will have your name and not my
Oh yeah, let me see
PS
that.
guide. Fantastic. Sally, Anita, May, are you all with us?
Yeah, well, good.
All right. No one's saying stop.
I'm there on my computer, but I gotta log in on my phone. So I've
Yep. Log in on your phone because when you have to build the secrets on your phone.
okay. I didn't. Yeah. So I'm doing this for my son, and he's got different accounts than I do. So that's why I'm a little bit behind here.
It's fine. It doesn't matter if you do it in his account or your account.
Okay.
It's going to save it to whatever Google Drive you connect it to, but you can certainly share it with his Google Drive later if you want to.
Okay, thanks.
All right. So we're going to give a second so that everyone can get into GitHub, and then we're going to, and then I'm going to go into my GitHub, and I'm going to start actually doing things with you. So let me go into my GitHub. Here I am on my dashboard. The first thing we need to do is go to our repositories. To do that, we're going to click up on this hamburger menu on the top there, the 3 lines, and we're going to click on repositories. And you probably don't have anything here. That's fine. I don't expect you to have anything here. If you do have something here, it means you've done something in GitHub before, and that's great. I built the guide that we're following in GitHub. That's what we're seeing in my repositories. We need to get the Android APS code here. In order to do that, we need to find the Android APS code. So we're going to come up to the top next to where it says repositories. You see a little search magnifying glass. Click on
Yes.
that magnifying glass and type in Android APS, all one word.
Android APS.
Yep. And then hit the return or the search. And you do not want the top one. That's the Open APS one. You want the second one that says Night Scout / Android APS.
That's the first one on mine.
It's the first one on yours. I don't know why. For
So
most people, it may be the second one. But the Night Scout / Android APS with the Android APS logo next to it, the open source logo there, you're going to click on that and it will open the main code. This is not your code. This is the main code.
so click on the blue open source, the blue words that says open
Open.
source.
Nope, you're going to click on where it says Night Scout / Android APS. It's blue words,
Okay.
but it's that title.
Okay.
Yeah, the problem with doing this on my cell phone is that there isn't a mouse to show you where I'm clicking. All right. So now we're looking at the Android APS code, and we're not going to dive into this code. I'm going to assume if you're here, you know basically what it does, and you're probably not a coder. What we want to do is make a copy of this code in our own repositories, that empty folder we saw earlier. So to do that, you see that the first button says watch with the 72 on it. There are 72 people currently watching this code. You don't have to worry about that. But the next one to the right of that kind of looks like a stick person figure with its arms up. That is the fork icon. And you're going to select that icon. Just click on it, and it will open Create a New Fork. Please tell me if you are not seeing a Create a New Fork screen right now.
Sorry, but I tried to
Okay.
do to follow the instruction, and I come done some of them, then it stops. So I'm not. Shall I do just follow your instructions again, even if I may have done it before?
You can if you've already got a fork, when you click on the fork icon, it will tell you, hey, there's already a fork made, and it'll actually give you a link to your fork. So you can just skip this step if you're not getting create a new fork, it's because you've already got a fork, and that's okay.
Okay, I'll try.
There'll be a link at the bottom, or maybe you can see mine says view existing forks. There'll be a link somewhere where you can view your fork. For everyone else who doesn't have a fork yet, we're not going to change any of this unless for some reason you want to call it something else, then you can change your repository name, but I wouldn't. I would just leave this exactly as is. The only exception is if you think you might build a development build for some reason. You're going to help them test it. You can uncheck that blue check mark, and then it will let you build all of the branches and not just the master branch. I've strongly suggest leaving it checked because you probably don't want to build a development one unless you're a developer. So we're leaving all of this exactly as it was, and we're selecting that big green Create Fork button. And it will create it in your repositories. And it does only take a few seconds, but we will give it a few seconds. All right. Once we have a fork, we're going to see, you'll see about halfway down my screen, it says next to the globe, right above the line, it says public repository forked from Night Scout / Android APS. That's how you know you're looking at yours and not theirs. Is everyone in their own repository now that says it's forked from the Night Scout / Android APS?
Yep.
Excellent. May, did you find us? All right, we may have lost May for a minute. So once you've got it forked, there's nothing you have to do with this part particularly. We're not going to recode anything. We don't want to mess with the code, but we do need to put in our secrets. Our secrets tell it that it is your Android APS program, and so that you can always install your next version on top of this one when you build it through Android APS. I'm sorry, through GitHub. And it also allows GitHub to connect with your Google Drive so that when you tell it to build it, it has a place to save it. So those are the two things that the creating secrets allows you to do. In order to create your secrets, you're going to go to the More on the top. You see that the code is highlighted right now. We're in the Code tab. All the way on the right, you see a More with a little arrow. If you click on More, you want to go to Settings. And now you'll see the Settings tab is highlighted at the top. All right, so we went to More and to Settings, and now we're going to scroll about halfway down, and we'll get to Secrets and Variables. It's under Security and Quality there, right above Integrations. Secrets and Variables, we're going to expand, and we're going to click on Actions. And when we did that, it takes us back up to the top of the menu. I don't know why, but that's what it does. And we're going to scroll back to where we were, and you can see that Actions is now highlighted. And under Integrations, you see the Actions, Secrets, and Variables, where you can create new secrets. Is everyone seeing the big green New Repository Secret button near the bottom of this screen?
No, I don't see that.
All right.
I clicked on Actions.
Yep, you clicked on Actions, and it probably took you back to the top. And then we
It
just
didn't
scrolled
take me
over.
up back to the top.
All right, well, try clicking on Actions again then.
Okay.
And then you should see the Actions, Secrets, and Variables near the bottom.
Okay, I found it. Thanks.
Yeah, and a big green button. The big green buttons are always what we're looking for. What you will find really quickly is that we almost always click on the big green button. So we're going to click on the big green New Repository Secret button. And it takes you back to the top. I don't know why it does that, but we're going to scroll all the way back down, and you'll see Action Secret, New Secret. And it wants a name and a secret. Oh my goodness, what do we put in here? You'll remember that at the very beginning, we downloaded a File Manager Plus. What was it? A File Manager Plus app, that's what it was. A File Manager Plus app. We need to open a file in that File Manager Plus, and I am going to put the link to that file into the chat here, and you are going to need to download it on your phone. Let me get that
So
link.
I've got the app File Manager Plus.
Yep,
I downloaded from the Play Store.
yep. There's going to be a link that we need to open in it, but we need to have it downloaded in our phone first.
Okay.
So
Do I
you
say
are going to-
allow permission? That was the first thing it asked.
Yeah, you can allow permissions. That's good. And then in the chat here, I am putting the file that you need to download. on your phone, please. If you are looking at me on your computer and not on your phone, you might download it on your computer, and then message yourself with it. You might type it in. Um, we need to get that on your phone. If you absolutely cannot find it here, let's go back to the guide. I will post the guide again,
It
and it is
automatically
in the
opened
guide.
a window called AAPS-D-preparation, and it wants me to
Yes.
save that.
Yes, that is what you want to save onto your phone. So if you
Okay.
cannot find it from the link I gave you, if you cannot get that on your phone because you're on your computer in Zoom, that's okay. On your phone, type in in the browser, type in aapsguide.github.io.
Okay. Wait. Let's.
Yep,
I,
this is just if you cannot download it on your phone, because you're watching me on your
is there a way
um,
to copy it direct? Oh, I can copy it from your chat, and then I can paste it in an email
Yep, you can absolutely do that.
on my phone. That's what I'm
Yep.
thinking. Okay, let me.
Yeah, this is the hardest step is getting this file onto your phone. Um, so right now I'm looking at the Android APS documentation, which is not what I want. If you opened my guide and you're trying to find the file, you would go to lesson 3, step 3, build secrets, and view that. And then you would select no because you do not have secrets yet and hit submit and continue. And then expand download preparation file and the link is there. So if you can't figure out how to get it to you,
Is this the same
open
link
the
you
thing.
gave us when we first started?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I already have that. We'll go do
Yep.
that now.
But if you were able to click on my preparation file link and get that on your phone, then that's all you need is to get that preparation file on your phone. I'm going to give another minute.
Okay, so I have it on my phone. Do I open it or copy it into
You
the?
don't, you're going to make sure that it's downloaded onto your phone. So if you click on it, it should just download a file onto your phone.
Okay, APS Browser Build. I don't know why it's looking different.
So if I click on this, it literally asks if I want to download it. I've got it downloaded like 6 times, so I'm not going to.
Okay, I see that on my phone. Where do I click to download?
Okay. So when you opened it, did you come to this page?
Yes.
All right. If you scroll down to step 3, build secrets,
Okay.
and select view,
Okay.
and then you scroll all the way down and select no because the question just asks, did you build this before? We're going to
No.
select no and submit the answer.
Okay. Then continue.
And then, yep, sorry, I already did this once today, so it's like you've done this. Um, and then you should see AAPS secrets for new users and a big block that says download the preparation file. If you click the plus, you should get the link to download it.
Okay. Oh, and then click that link.
Hmm.
Download file. Yes.
Sorry, but I have trouble and I'm a bit low now, so it takes a lot of time to just figure out what you're saying. So I'm trying
Okay.
to do my best. But that was the AAPS guides, GitHub, and so on. The
Yeah.
last one we should download.
Yes. So if you go to the AAPSguide.github.io, you can see that at the top here. You don't need the pound. And then come all the way down to step 3 and click on view. And then scroll down and select no and hit submit answer. And then you'll have to hit continue because I've done this 3 times. It's like, what are you doing? Um, But after no, you'll have to hit continue again. There's another button that pops up. And then you'll see the box that says download the preparation file, and you can click on that to get the link to download it.
And then I clicked the link and the screen just kind of went blank. Is that normal?
When you click the link, I'm hoping you saw something about downloading it.
Yes. And then
And then you hit download.
GitHub at the top, and then it's just nothing. I could hit a back arrow.
Um,
Hmm.
no, I think you're probably okay. I think you probably successfully downloaded it.
Okay.
We'll find out.
Um, I I haven't downloaded it. I had trouble to find it, but now I think I found it. The AAP browsers built and down. How long?
Um, okay, so you're back here.
Yes, I'm here.
Yep, you want to come down to step 3, build secrets,
Yes,
and click on view.
yes.
And then you want to scroll down and select no, and select submit answer, and then select there'll be a continue button. You're not seeing that because I've done this 6 times.
Okay.
And then you'll scroll down and you should see that green box and you can expand it.
Download preparation file.
Yes. And then just click on the link and it should download on your phone.
Okay. Okay.
Shall I open the file?
You're not going to open it yet because we have to open it through File Manager Plus. So that's the next step. Is
Okay.
now that we've done all of this, you're going to click on the button that will take you back to your home screen, however you get back to your phone home screen. And from your phone home screen, you are going to open up your lovely apps and you're going to search for File Manager Plus. And if you just type in file, it'll probably come up. And click on File Manager Plus, that folder with the F. And that will open the File Manager Plus app.
Okay.
And this is not what you're seeing. When you first open it, you'll go to Downloads. Mine was already open, so actually let me close mine and reopen it just because it times out if you leave it open for too long. So when you first open it, you should come to this screen
Oh, I see that.
and you're going to click on Downloads and you're going to find that preparation file. It's called AAPS-CI-preparation. Yours won't have a number because you haven't downloaded it a million times.
And click on that.
Yep, click on the preparation file and it will ask you how you want to open it. And you're going to open it in Chrome. So that's the default. Just you can say always, I'm going to say just once so that every time I run this session, I get to tell people that this comes up. And then you will see hopefully a file that says AAPS-CI preparation. Does everyone see this file?
Yep.
Excellent. I'm excited about that. All right. So option 1 is we've never done this before and we need to generate a Java key store file. That's where this group should be. If you had done an Android Studio build, you would run option 2. We're not going to worry about that. We're just going to run option 1. So the first thing we have to do is create our key store file, generate our JKS, and that is once again the big green button. Click on the big green Generate JKS button, and you'll see a code fill in that box underneath it. Now we have to copy both the name keystore_set and the code into our GitHub secret. These are the 2 fields in that GitHub secret that we needed to fill in. So I'm going to start by just copying the name. I click the first blue copy box on the top there. That copies keystore_set, just the characters. You could also just type this in, but on our cell phones, copying is easier. And then I'm going to go and find all of my browser tabs and go back to my GitHub Browser tab, which hopefully will look like this. Has everyone come back here? Is anyone struggling to get back here?
Oh, where it says action. Okay. And paste it under name.
Yep, you're going to paste that key store underscore set under name. I should have rebooted my phone before this. And again, if for some reason it didn't copy and you just want to type it in there, you can do it. Just make sure that it's all capitalized, right? That's not the most exciting of the copy buttons. The next one's going to copy a lot more. So once your name is keystore underscore set, you're going to go back to switching browser tabs. Again, that's my box at the top here. And find your preparation file. And you're going to click the second blue copy box, which will copy that long code. And then you'll switch browser tabs back to your GitHub. And you're going to paste that long code into secret. If it isn't just coming up in your keyboard like it did mine, you can long press and you should get a paste button. But we didn't want to have to type this in because it's a mess. Once you have a name and a secret, the next step is click the big green button, add secret. And it will add this secret in. And now you have a code that will let you, every time you build from here, just install on top of your old one and not have to worry about redoing objectives or saving preferences or any of that. But I do strongly recommend you save your settings every couple months anyway, because diabetes changes and sometimes technology glitches. So if we scroll all the way down here,
You mean you
we
could go
will,
to a previous build if there's a change and a glitch?
you could go to a previous build. You can always install a previous build on top of a more modern build as long as you still have the previous build and
But you said to save it because
it's
of
still
glitches.
valid.
Why?
Yeah, save your settings and preferences because if for some reason your kid gets into your phone and deletes your GitHub account, having your settings and preferences backed up on Google Drive means that you don't need the old key. You can just come in here and make a new one.
I see.
If you don't have them backed up, then you would have to redo all the objectives again, and that would be bad. All right. So again, once I saved that, I just scrolled all the way down and I see under that repository secrets, we now have one secret called our keystore underscore set. Great. We're not quite done. We need to make some more secrets. So the next step, let me move this for a second and make sure I have all of my steps in the right order because you guys need a lot fewer secrets than my other team. All right. So the next step, we're going to come back to our preparation file. So click on that box in the top to switch browser tabs and find your preparation file. And we're going to scroll down. And when you scroll down, you will find that the next thing to do is not option 2. We already did that. Let me just make sure that I'm not missing anything. I don't want to miss anything for you guys. Beautiful. I'm not missing anything. So the next thing, we did option 1, so we don't need to do option 2. We're scrolling all the way down to Google Drive off. And we are now going to set up that connection between Google Drive and our GitHub so that it can download the file that it builds into your Google Drive. To do this, we're going to pick the big green Start Off button. And it's going to ask you to choose a Google Drive account. If you only have one, then it might just have one there. You might have multiple Google Drives like I do and have to pick whichever one you want it to save to.
Sorry, but where did you find that thing you did before, the picture before this one? Yes.
Okay. So in the preparation file where we made the JKS, the key
Yes.
store set and the copy, and
How
you're
did you?
scrolling
How
all the
did?
way down to the bottom of that.
Okay. I may have.
Are you not seeing Google Drive off at the bottom?
No, I can't find it today.
All right. We're just gonna close this then and reopen it. Let's go to your apps, close the File Manager Plus, and
Just May.
close this tab if you have it, and then reopen File Manager Plus, and go to your Downloads folder
Yes.
and open the AAPS-CI-preparation file.
Okay, there I found it. Thank you.
Excellent.
Sorry.
And then at the very bottom of that, we're going to click the green Start Off button and select the email account that you want it to save to, and select Continue, because you're just letting it have access to actually save your build. Did anyone get a failure message? Has everyone actually successfully gotten a code, or did anyone get a failure? All right.
I clicked the it's just this option 2.
So no, we're ignoring
Okay.
option 2 entirely. We did option 1. You only need to do one
Yes.
option. But under that, where it says Google Drive off, you're clicking the green button. Start off.
Okay.
Oh, click start off now.
Yes. You click the start off button, and then you select your Google account that you want it to save it in, and then you should get the code to save to that Google account in the bottom box.
Oh, okay. I did it twice, I guess.
That's fine.
So I should go back to see the where I see the copies. Copy. Cancel.
Yes, there should be 2 copies at the bottom there. We're going to copy G Drive OAuth 2, that top copy box.
Okay.
And then we're going to find our GitHub tab again. Change your browser back to GitHub. And you're going to click New Repository Secret. And then you're going to have to scroll all the way back down. And under Name, you're going to paste the G Drive OAuth 2.
Uh,
All right. And if you've been following really well, you now know that the next step is to go back to the preparation file and copy the code, that bottom copy box, and then go back to GitHub and paste that in there. This one's a smaller code.
I'm sorry, there's nothing in the bottom box now because I did it twice. I went back. So how do I
Okay,
get?
do it again. Hit start off again.
Okay. And then select my Google account.
Yep.
It says APS already has some access. Oh,
Yep. Go ahead and hit continue.
okay. Now there's something there.
Beautiful. Copy that.
It's still G drive underscore O off 2.
Yep. But the code is now there, and you need the code in your secret box.
Oh,
All right. Does everyone now have a name and a secret?
No, I can't find action secrets.
Okay. So when you went to GitHub, scroll all the way to the top of your GitHub. Are you in the settings tab? Is it the one with the orange underline?
I'm settings, yes.
You're in settings, and then if you scroll all the way down, do you not see action secrets?
Action secrets, yes.
All
And then
right.
there's no, it don't look.
Yep, you're probably going to need to hit the green new secret or add secret or something like that. Create new secret. I don't know what the green button's for.
No new repository secret is the green button.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Okay, settings and all the way down.
Yep.
And
Hold on. I'm going to save this, and then I think I'm going to see what you're seeing. So when you come all the way down, you see new repository secret.
Okay, there's something different because I got only key, so not the Google Drive.
Right.
That's not.
Yeah,
That's not.
I just added the Google Drive. You're going to click the green button,
Okay,
new repository secret.
now it looks like mine, and I click at the green one.
I'm sorry. Do you have the Google Drive already?
No, I didn't. I don't have that
All
because
right.
that was where it all stopped,
Perfect.
and I couldn't get it before. So
Great. So
that's
you
why I'm
click
here.
new repository secret and
Yes,
then scroll all the way down and you'll see this.
yes,
And then you're going to go back to the preparation file and you're going to copy the top G drive OAuth 2 and put that in the name. And then copy the bottom code and put that in the secret. So I already added this, so I can't re-add it, but that's how you would do it.
okay. First I copy the Google and then
Yep, the G drive underscore OAuth 2 goes in the name field.
yes,
And then you're going to copy the long code and it's going to go in the secret field.
yes.
And then you're going to click save or add or whatever it is. The big green button. And then we should have 2 secrets if we scroll all the way down to the bottom. Does everyone have 2 repository secrets now?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
Fantastic. We have done the hardest part of this. The secrets is absolutely the hardest part. You guys get away with 2. If you're converting from Android Studio, you need 5 secrets, and that is just harder. All right. So we did all of our secrets. The next part is to actually build our code. So in GitHub, scroll all the way back up to the top. Right now we're in settings. We don't need to change the settings anymore. We already did that. We need our actions menu. So click on the more all the way on the right next to settings. And then we're going to go down to actions and click on actions. And you should see this. Is there anyone who has not clicked on more and then actions and does not now see this? All right. I think we're all with me. You're going to say, yes, I understand my workflows. Go ahead and enable them. I know you don't understand your workflows. They're all being built by our developers. I promise you our developers are not doing anything to hurt you. They're trying to make your lives easier. So please click on the green, I understand my workflows. Go ahead and enable them button. When you click on that green button, you will come to the all workflows screen, which doesn't look particularly exciting yet. It's okay. Where it says all workflows on the top, you're going to click on that all workflows and it will expand this long list. You're going to select AAPS CI from this list. AAPS CI is what you're clicking on. And then it will pull up this blue box sort of in the middle of my screen here. This workflow has a workflow dispatch event trigger. Do you want to run it? This is where you build your code. You're going to click on Run Workflow. It's going to give you some options. You can choose to build a branch that isn't your master branch if you unchecked the box earlier when we set this up. You can select a different AAPS version in case you wanted for some reason to build an older version. They're there. You can also select a different build variant in case you needed to. Frankly, the developers use these things all the time. You're going to click on Run Workflow and you're going to leave everything exactly as it is. You want to build the full release of the most recent version in the master branch. That is what you're always going to want to build. So as soon as you clicked on Run Workflow, you can click on the big green Run Workflow button. So I'm going to click on green Run Workflow. Oh, May, what's up?
It doesn't look. I don't get the big green button.
You don't get the big green button.
No.
All right. Were you able to select the AAPSCI workflow?
I go to workflow and just select AAPSCI. Yes, I did that.
And then when you click on run workflow, you're not seeing the green button.
This, huh?
So
Can you do it on, can you do it because don't look like that?
Are you getting it now?
Oh, absolutely not.
All right. Can you tell me what it does look like when you click on that run workflow?
It's only you only get the different choices on AAPS, so I may have clicked the wrong somewhere.
Okay. I think what happens is you have an older version of the code, so I'm going to ask everyone else to just give us a minute. May, on the
Yes,
very top, you see where we have the Actions tab highlighted now? I want you to click on the Code tab on the left, right under the hamburger menu. Click on Code.
yes.
And in Code, under the line, you'll see it says Master, and there's a big green Code button. And then underneath that, mine says this branch is up to date. Does yours say something different?
This branch is 16 commits behind.
We have found the right problem. You're going to click on the sync fork button, and yours is going to actually let you sync the fork. So click on sync fork and then click on whatever the green button is that
And
lets you
okay, an update.
update. Yes.
Okay, that's why.
Yep. So all it's doing is updating your code to match, and you have the code right before they actually managed to implement the run workflow for ours.
Now it's up to date.
Now it's up to date. So now you're
And
going to go back to the top and click
Yes,
on Actions again.
yes.
I can click on Actions and then select all workflows and select AAPSCI. And now hopefully when you click on the run workflow, you will have a big green button.
Still no green button?
You still don't see a green button?
No.
Do you have a scroll? Like, can you scroll down a little bit? Is it just not on your screen?
No.
All right. Everyone who sees the green button, go ahead and select Run Workflow. May, you and I are going to try and see if I can see your screen. Are you on the call with your phone right now?
No, I'm on with my computer.
Okay, you're on with your computer. All right. Why can we not see Run Workflow? This is where I come to my documentation. You know what? Let me show you what I'm doing, and that way you can see what I'm doing. I come to my documentation. And I come to my build instructions.
Mm.
And I find the troubleshooting. All right, we did Google Drive. We did Actions. We did Run Workflow. You're not seeing the green button. Where is my troubleshooting section? That's not the problem we're having.
Because I'm clicking Actions and then find the
So,
okay,
Actions,
all
workflows, AAPSCI.
Workflow has no runs yet.
Right. And then if you click on Run Workflow, do you see a
Then I
green
get
button?
the green button and run
Yes.
workflow.
Fantastic. Select the green button.
Okay.
And now if you're looking at the tab, it should give you a running time. Mine's been running now for
Yes,
150
no, it's
seconds.
Okay.
Fantastic. I'm glad you were able to figure it out. Um, this takes approximately 13 minutes. Depending on your internet connection and what GitHub's doing, it could take 15 or 16, but every time I've run it, it's been just a couple seconds shy of 13 minutes. So we can sit here for the next 13 minutes and stare at this if you want, but at this point, you have done everything needed to do. It is building. If it gets past a minute, it will successfully build in the end. If you have any problems, it will be in that first minute. I'm going to give you a couple tips and tricks while we're waiting for this to build. When you build again in the future, your Google Drive authorization is only active for 6 months. So you will have to go back into File Manager Plus and reopen the preparation file, the one that we were doing all the copying from, and reauthorize Google Drive. You'll get the same message I was getting of, hey, this has already been authorized. Do you want to continue? And you'll just say continue. Um, we'll talk about this message in a second. But from there, it will bring in a new code for you. It is only active through File Manager Plus for about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. So if the preparation file has been open in File Manager Plus for more than 10 to 15 minutes, you're going to get this message. Not a big deal if you're building new like you guys are, or if you're just going into Authorize Google Drive, you should never see this. But if you've opened File Manager Plus and you're seeing this message when you try and authorize Google Drive, that's when you're just going to close the preparation file and close File Manager Plus entirely and reopen it. And then it will let you go back to your downloads and reopen the preparation file. And now when I try and authorize Google Drive, it will not have any problems. But just be aware, if you ever get that message, it's because it timed out and you need to go in and reopen, close everything, File Manager Plus and the file, and then reopen it. So that's Google Drive off. This is the only part of this you're going to have to redo. You never have to redo your key store as long as you don't delete it. If you delete it, then it's gone. Some people have actually taken this key store and copied it again, and saved it somewhere in their files in case they ever lose it. You'll note when you reopen this, it doesn't keep anything, so I don't have my key store code in here right now. So, because it just happened for me, I will point out that my GitHub just turned to this lovely green check mark next to build AAPS with a time. This one took 12 minutes and 22 seconds. Like I said, it's usually about 13 minutes. And
Oh,
I now have it
mine
in my
finished.
Google Drive. So if I come down to my Google Drive, come on, Google Drive, and you'll see an AAPS folder that it has created in your Google Drive. And if you click on that, you will see the 3.4.2.2 version. I previously made the 3.3.2.1 version, so it's there. But in that 3.4.2.2 version, if you click on that folder, you will see it's built both the main code and the where code. AAPS where is the code for a Google, an Android watch if you have an Android watch. So I have a Samsung Galaxy watch. I can put the AAPS where code on that and see and control my pump from from my watch as long as my cell phone is near me. Can't do it without the cell phone near you.
Okay, wait,
But
wait. I'm in Google Drive and oh, I see AAPS now. Okay.
yep, in the AAPS folder, you should see a 3.4.2.2 folder,
Yes.
and then that should have these two files in it.
Oh, open it. Yes.
Fantastic.
53. So that's when it finished.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I'm in California time. All right.
Yeah, sorry. It's early for you guys.
That
Or at least it was when we started. So this The top, yeah, the top one. The AAPS one that doesn't say where is the one that you would install on the phone of the user using AAPS. So if it's your child who needs this code, that's the file you would install there. If you wanted to share it with their Google Drive, if you didn't want to access your Google Drive on their phone, you would just come to the dots and you would select share, and you can add whatever Google account you want here, and it will share it with that account. And that way you can get into their Google Drive on their phone and download it there. And again, the Wear is if you have an Android watch like your Galaxy watches or TicWatch, or I don't even remember what else currently runs the Wear OS system, but anything that runs Wear OS, you can put the Wear APK on, and that will let you run this from your watch as long as your phone is still nearby, which is useful sometimes when I'm in the movie theater and realize my blood sugar is going high. Instead of pulling out my phone, I can just poke at my watch for a minute. Um, did anyone have any trouble getting their files, finding their files? Are there any other questions? All right. If you've got this built, you are done and you may leave, or you may stay and ask questions. Either way.